Sex coach Honey Morgan is joining me in studio. She is the creator of Sex and Honey. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
So you're the founder of Sex and Honey.
Yes.
What is that?
S&H is a relationship and sex coaching platform aimed at women who are in relationships, who are married, or who want to be in relationships. A large portion of our readership will be women who've read books like 50 Shades of Grey and they want to explore further. What S&H does is it gives you the how-to information that you need in order to be able to expand your relationship to the next level. So we've covered everything from relationships. So we've got a full relationship guide where we talk about finding your dream man and what are the kinds of questions you've got to ask yourself, how to build an online profile. We talk about what to expect when you're in a relationship and getting married. We talk about what to expect when you're going through a divorce, you know, even down to dealing with stepkids, cheating.
Yeah.
Then we have a fantastic section called Vanilla with Spice, which is, it's the more traditional sex kind of
Everything
stuff.
sounds so delicious in this program.
Meant to be. And the Vanilla with Spice also incorporates a really great section on striptease, where we teach striptease online as well. One thing that's very important to note with S&H is that it's not porny. So if we're teaching you striptease, we're doing it in jeans and t-shirts, okay? There's no nudity, there's no porn advertising on the site. The images are about this big and there's like one image per page, for example, because we realize women aren't comfortable with that kind of thing. Women want the content and they want the information. So the next section of the site is called Kinks and Fetishes, and it's fetishes and it's the stuff that you might have heard of and it doesn't quite fit into BDSM, but it doesn't quite become mainstream.
Right.
And then we've got an entire BDSM section called 50 Shades Darker, which covers all of the stuff that you read about in 50 Shades. So it's all the DS and MS and slavery type of information and the how-to and what you should look out for and the basic understanding of BDSM, things like SSC, which is safe, sane and consensual, the terminology, what it all means, what the jargon means, etc. And then we go into the actual slavery stuff, what you can expect from that, what it's like to be in a slave relationship, what you should look for in a master, how to identify a bad master. Because one of the things that we found that's been a major problem is there's been this rush. Women have all of a sudden woken up, they've read 50 Shades, they've been tantalized, they've been titillated, they have been, and they're excited, they want to go out now and they want to experience it. But there's two problems. One, they're either going out and blindly going onto one of the BDSM sites and they're meeting guys and they're making enormous mistakes because there are a lot of chances out there. So a lot of the women are landing up in horrible situations or getting raped or getting abused or getting hurt. That's definitely one thing. The other thing is that a lot of our women and a lot of the readers are in existing relationships and they want to be able to take that relationship onto the next level.
Right.
So they want to be able to introduce a little bit of kink into it, or maybe caning has taken their fancy, or flogging has taken their fancy. What we've done is we've given you the how-to of how to do it safely, because you can't just flog somebody anywhere.
Right.
And you don't want to create a fantasy experience for you and your husband that lands up being a sexual trauma that mars your relationship forever. So we want to give women the tools to be able to expand their sexuality, expand their fantasies, and build their relationships. We're not encouraging women to go out and blindly sleep with anybody. We want you to be in relationships because that's where you're going to be fulfilled. We're largely built for that.
And this is all online?
It's all online.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, there's a framework to the site,
right.
Okay? And the framework pages to the site make up about 100,000 word sex coaching book.
Okay.
All right? And then we have ongoing articles that are written all the time. So every day, a certain amount of new articles are released onto the site. The site is very far from just about me, okay? There are 8 to 10 core writers that write for us every single month. So as we've launched now, we've gone live with over 100 articles.
What kind of experiences do the writers have?
It's various. So everybody's either coaches, counselors, or therapists, and almost everybody is actively involved in the BDSM community.
Okay. How do you find these people?
Well, you get to know people, and I'm a firm believer in your answer is no until you ask. So I go out and I track down people and I look for people and I look for the right kind of people. The thing that's going to set S&H apart is that if you go and you look online and you look at a lot of coaches and guys that are out there, counselors, therapists, what you land up with is the guy who's got the best SEO, he's got the best marketing, and he's got the most to spend on marketing, okay? What we're creating with SNH is a platform where all the coaches, counselors, therapists can come together. It allows them free marketing, so they can put together a really great article that meets our guidelines, because we also get that people are rushed nowadays. You don't want to read a whole book if you can get one snippet and one lot of information in an easy to read article. All right, so we invite them to submit their articles to us if their articles meet the criteria and meet the standards. So every article has to give you real advice or real how-to information, or it's actually got to give you actual coaching resources and tools, so exercises, worksheets, because you should be able to coach yourself to a level by actually going through the site.
Great. Well, where can people, remind us again what the website is where people can find all the information about everything under the BDSM umbrella?
It's sexandhoney.com. Okay, and you can go along. There is a section of the website that is open for public, and that's obviously the safe for public consumption stuff. The rest is under a very small subscription. It's 50 Rand a month, okay, and we've locked that content away, but we have made some of the articles available. We do also have a test subscription package that people can try, and they can subscribe for a week for a very low price and then go in and dig around. We will be releasing ongoing content on a daily basis every single weekday.